We've seen many people win islands, jets, chocolate factories and millions of dollars from MrBeast challenges. But what you didn't know is that there were also 5 secret giveaways that either happened off camera or went under the radar. And one of those lucky recipients was WeBee Smiths. Now Caleb Smith, the man behind this YouTube channel, was just your regular kid wanting to make it big on YouTube with vlogs and challenges. And while this was just a hobby with views often not even breaking 100, he would soon upload a video in November of 2020 that would change this. You see, around this time, MrBeast was working on his new business venture MrBeast Burger and shot a promotional video in which he opened a restaurant that paid you to eat at it. Caleb heard about this news and immediately went there with his entire family to check out the location, also joining the line for the drive-thru, spotting the MrBeast crew and eventually making it all the way to the window.
Hi. This is the cash register.
What?
There's some money in it.
Are you
Hold on
crazy?
a second. I gotta get you some food though first.
What? He just gave us a cash register. Thanks.
I ran out of cheeseburgers, but everybody gets french fries and money.
Yes, Caleb and his family did not only collect free food and $150 in cash, but also received the entire cash register with it, potentially containing even more money as well. But there was a problem. The cash register needed a key to open it, and they obviously didn't receive this key with it. So he came up with a plan, and after endlessly searching the internet for tutorials on how to open it, he finally figured it out and revealed in a video how much money was actually inside.
You gotta do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. No money. That's what I thought.
Unfortunately, there was no money in the actual storage of the cash register. Yet, they did receive $100 in the receipt holder. And Caleb had the perfect idea on how to spend this. He went to get his hair cut, secretly filmed it, and ended up tipping the hairdresser the $100 he got from MrBeast.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Oh my god!
On YouTube right now.
Well, thank you so much. You must be hugging. Thank you.
This young man made sure that the love he received from Jimmy and his team got passed on to someone that needed it more than him, as the hairdresser in question had 4 kids. And not only did he show off his good upbringing by being so generous, he also won the hearts of many MrBeast fans in the comments, even labeling him as a beast in the making. A month later, Jimmy uploaded his free restaurant video, and WeBee Smiths even featured in it for a few seconds. But due to the sheer amount of people that received money and the video getting taken down for a bit due to issues surrounding MrBeast Burger, some of you might have missed this moment, and I had to make sure that you knew about its entire backstory. To this day, Caleb is still uploading, and although the frequency and views of his videos have slowed down again, we can still see that he is living his best life on both YouTube and Instagram. But you know what? Even if you already knew this story, then I'm almost 100% sure that you don't know the following giveaway, as Groovygavin got a car from MrBeast in the weirdest way possible. Get ready to get your mind blown. This story, that began with the YouTuber Eric, officially started when he uploaded a video titled Busting 100 Myths in 24 Hours in August of 2021. Why? Well, because he bought a car for the 6th myth, in which he proved that it wasn't possible for a single punch to break a car window. Later in that video, he challenged everyone to jump into the ocean, and the first one that returned would get the car, eventually resulting in a YouTuber named Manuel Boza actually winning it. It was a terrible car, with a broken window of course, but it opened limitless opportunities for content, and Manuel decided to get to work. In fact, he was going to give this car to MrBeast, and after fixing the window, paying $1,000 for a Vid Summit ticket, going to the event, and getting in contact with Carl Jacobs, he finally got to meet the man himself and give him the car.
No, that's the one. Nice. A Tesla immediately pulled up at the same time, and I thought it was the Tesla.
However, this is where things get crazy, because the story doesn't end there. During this whole happening, YouTuber Groovygavin planted himself in this situation and asked MrBeast if he wanted the car to get designed by him, as he already wrote his name on a car 10,000 times before. But Jimmy wanted none of this, as after owning the car for a whole 2.52 seconds, he passed the keys to Groovygavin himself. The world's worst car was now given to its 4th owner already, and with all of them being used YouTubers, I'm sure its resale value would be near worthless. However, this was not the only issue, as the car also broke down immediately on the side of the highway, with repair costs totaling $3,700. Gavin would completely transform this car and give it back to MrBeast if his video about it reached 10,000 likes. But this never ended up happening, and he gave it back to Manuel, who eventually sold it. Both Manuel Boza and Gavin Baker are massive YouTubers nowadays, with them both averaging over 10 million views before Gavin's break, and them also having 300 and 600,000 subscribers respectively. And from one Baker, we go to another, as David the Baker is also a YouTuber that you've probably never seen win a massive giveaway. Now yes, David did actually end up with around $55,000 from MrBeast challenges, but most of you probably don't remember or know him at all. And here's why. You see, David never won a private island or a jet, but he was in fact in 3 different MrBeast videos and won money in every single challenge. First, he got invited by Jimmy in August of 2020, getting $100 for every second he hung off a pull-up bar in the Would You Rather Have a Lamborghini or a House video. After a quite concerning fall,
My fingers are slipping!
Oh, here it is!
No!
Oh, are you okay? Oh, you good? Oh my God!
he managed to hang for a total of 2 minutes and 25 seconds, making the crazy amount of $15,000. But this was just the beginning, as he also featured in the Last to Leave the Circle Wins $500,000 video, where he spun a wheel 3 times and won $9,000.
Oh! Hey! Congratulations, you just won $3,000. Alright, let's see it. Oh, oh, oh! He found an infinite money glitch. What the heck? How does he keep doing it?
Won another $10,000 in the same video.
He's counterbalancing!
Oh! David has so far won $19,000 without leaving the circle.
And finally won another $10,000 and a stack of prizes by making a basketball shot and the top 10 in the Last to Take Hand of Lamborghini Keeps It challenge. Now he obviously never won any of the big prizes, as he asked a magic 8 ball if he should leave the circle in the second video and just missed out on the Lamborghini by having an itchy nose in the last video. But by completing so many mini games during the challenges, he managed to rack in a total of around $55,000 from MrBeast videos, making him one of the most consistent but also least well-known giveaway winners. However, what did he do with all of this money? Well, he invested most of it back into his YouTube channel, which paid off well, as he has over 3.8 million subscribers and 1.5 million followers on TikTok nowadays. Alright, let's now get on to someone that probably does sound familiar to you, as Ludwig, a YouTuber with over 5 million subscribers, hosted a MrBeast giveaway on his channel that many might not know about. Okay, sure. MrBeast is already known for releasing secret videos that you can usually access by buying his products like Feastables. But this video on Ludwig's channel randomly got released on the 2nd of August in 2022. And after seeing MrBeast in the thumbnail at first, the real reason for this upload would quickly reveal itself in the beginning of the video.
Hey guys, MrBeast here. I spent over $1 million filming this video, but didn't like how it turned out. So instead of scrapping it, I decided to give it to Ludwig to upload on his channel because he flew to North Carolina to be in the video. Enjoy.
Now this video included Eric and Zach opening safes with real lightsabers, them diving near a sunken ship, making it across a glue trap, playing a game of smash or pass with cars, making use of a cannon, digging up Nolan, and finally outplaying the heaviest Japanese sumo wrestler in the world for the lost coordinates. At the end, Eric ended up getting to the location first and won the $100,000 successfully, which he spent on his family. But the video was definitely a failure from MrBeast himself, as he even had a cancelled ad read for Venmo, meaning that Jimmy did not only lose over $1 million on the video, but also didn't receive any sponsorship money or ad revenue. Yet, on the other hand, the stunt was a huge success for Ludwig's channel, as the video is his most popular upload with over 13 million views that made him almost $4,000 in the first 24 hours and approximately $24,000 in total. And finally, our last giveaway winner story that went under the radar, but that was still incredibly wholesome, one with a sad ending was that from Brian Barzcyk. This reptile wrangler that is mostly known for his appearances on TV, his YouTube channel and real-life reptile zoo The Reptarium with over 800,000 subscribers, and his own personal channel with more than 4.7 million subscribers, first got into contact with MrBeast back in April of 2021 when they needed the last-minute snake guy for the video Would You Sit in Snakes for $10,000. Brian accepted this job offer free of charge, as he already found it an honor to be in a MrBeast video. However, as per usual, Jimmy obviously didn't accept this generosity and gave him a shout out at the end of the video together with $10,000 after the shoot. The video was a massive success with almost 250 million views. So, a couple months later, the MrBeast team called up Brian again to feature in his escape room video. And despite the shoot taking a whopping 11 days this time, he got compensated even better with $33,000 given to him behind the scenes. At this point, Brian made over $43,000 without anyone even knowing about it. But this wasn't even it, as he managed to collaborate with MrBeast one final time when they needed someone to work with alligators in his Would You Swim with Sharks for $100,000 video. This time, they didn't have a contestant who wanted to walk across the water full of alligators. So, Brian even had to participate in a challenge. And he did not only win the $20,000 from this event, but also got fully compensated for his work as well. Brian was incredibly grateful for the $63,000 he received in total from MrBeast, and decided to invest it all back into his reptile zoo, as he bought a $6,500 Motley Golden Child reticulated python, made a down payment of $33,000 on a whitewater monitor from Indonesia, used $4,000 to buy the largest blood python in the world, and purchased an albino baby alligator for $20,000. This man wasn't about buying Lamborghinis or the latest Gucci, he just wanted to share cool animals with the visitors of his zoo and his audience. However, despite the wholesome and happy nature of the story, it did eventually take a sad turn, as Brian received some terrible news in March of 2023.
Here it is. It's not good. It's pancreatic cancer.
He found out that he had pancreatic cancer, which only has a success rate of 10%. And while there was still a glimmer of hope, as the doctor recommended to shrink the tumor with chemo and then remove half of his pancreas to get the tumor out, which would result in his recovery, he eventually got even worse news.
Then he dropped the bomb. And the bomb is that the tumor is encased in arteries and veins, and it's inoperable. So they can't operate on it, they can't take it out. I could go through treatment, chemo, and in his opinion, that would mean that I would have 12 to 18 months to live.
And started chemotherapy at the beginning of April as a result. He continued working, exercising, having faith in beating the odds, and resumed the operation of building his legacy aquarium that he raised $240,000 for. But on the other hand, he also started losing weight rapidly thanks to the chemo and eventually lost his hair as well, making him emotional.
These last 3 months have been really tough. Cancer has taken so much from me already. It's taken my health, my potential future. It's taken my energy. Mentally, it's such a challenge. Now it's taken my hair.
Nowadays, Brian shows up less often in the vlogs to spend time with his family. And his latest update was a few days ago where he shared that the main tumor shrunk and that a smaller tumor was now gone, with only one tumor growing in size on his liver. Overall heading into the right direction. Also, he only needs $400,000 more to completely fund his aquarium, the legacy that he wants to leave behind for his community. And I think that Brian will not only achieve this goal, but also beat the cancer that he is diagnosed with. Because that is what true legends are capable of. I hope you enjoyed the video, leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's much appreciated.